Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Kerry from the Active IQ marketing team, and we are joined by none other than the 2020 AoC Fitness Training Competition, the champ, Anne Chinoy. She's here.
Wow. Thank you, Kerry. Thank you very much. That still sounds weird. Still pinching myself. Yeah.
Oh. So it's now, what day is it? It's now Tuesday. So of course, announced on Friday.
Yeah.
In yet? How are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, it's still slightly surreal, but obviously each day it kind of gets a bit, I'm getting it to absorb a bit more. As soon as it was announced, I was all over my website and Facebook, updating everything, and then I ended up writing quite a detailed account, sort of blow by blow account about the whole experience, just to process it all, because I guess 2020 has been very different, with it taking the virtual twist, and who knows what next year's competition will be like. So I just thought, let's just put it all down in writing, the whole journey I've been on, which has been an amazing one, right from the start of lockdown, when I thought, oh, that's it, my PT business is over. That was nice while it lasted, to being here now, and it's been a massive part of my life. So yeah, and I think for people that sort of shared my story, they were just saying how nice it is, it's such an awful year, isn't it, to actually hear a happy story. So I've gone from being someone who works from home for 15 years to actually, during the pandemic, actually be able to get outside to work. So yeah, bucked the trend there. So yeah, very exciting.
Oh, fantastic. And of course, if we go back to Friday when it was announced, obviously I saw the surprise and shock in your face. Like, what did they just say? It's like, no, it's you.
I know.
So can you tell us a little bit more about Friday? Were you sitting with friends, family? How did it happen?
Yeah, I was just, initially, obviously, hearing the results, I was on my own. My son, I just said to my son, who was in the next room, said, look, the results are getting announced now, so, don't expect too much, but, perhaps don't walk in the room in your dressing gown or whatever. So I think he could obviously hear what was going on. So he was texting my husband, who was downstairs on a Zoom call. So, yeah, it's all exciting, but, yeah, brilliant. It was just brilliant, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And I can only imagine that your family obviously was super proud of you, were they?
Yeah, very pleased. Yeah, mum and dad were excited, and my auntie has been with them because they're in a sort of social bubble down in Reading where they live. So they were all watching together. That was nice. And my sister, and she was watching from her home in Cheltenham. So yeah, everyone was involved, and everyone had been invested in the journey. Rick and his wife Becky, they were watching, and obviously getting gold and silver. They said they were dancing around the kitchen with that result.
I mean, it's fair to say big shout out to Trafford College, because of course taking gold and silver is no easy feat either.
Yeah. I know, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
so big celebrations for your tutors then on Friday as well.
Absolutely, yeah. They were really chuffed. Yeah. So it's brilliant.
Oh. So did you have so how many messages and voicemails did you have Friday night?
Oh, loads. Yeah. I was on Facebook, answering everything, and obviously other people have put it out there as well. And it was just lovely. And people that also watched the results back and got quite emotional. Obviously saw how much it meant to me as well. And they got emotional watching. So that was lovely that they really shared in that with me. So it was brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, bless you. And of course, I know you've written an incredible blog, which is amazing. Yeah. And we're showing that on our Active IQ social media channels as well. So if you haven't read it yet, read it. We'll put the links into the videos. But can you tell us a little bit about, obviously, your journey now, from obviously, if you think about when you started with the fitness training competition to now being the champ, 2020 champ. I know you can't get used to that word, can you?
Yeah.
About that journey, and what's your experience been like?
Yeah, so basically, sort of September last year, I decided to sort of do something different. I wanted to, having been sort of working from home, I wanted to get out there and do something that involved social interaction with people on a daily basis. So I wanted to do something that combined my passions of like fitness and running, and I enrolled at Trafford College for the course, for the level 3 diploma in fitness instruction and personal training, and I loved it so much. It was just brilliant. I loved being back at college. The tutors were amazing. I loved the people we were with such a sort of diverse mix of ages and backgrounds. It was just fab. So by January, February, I had a couple of last modules to finish off. So I was ready to get started, worked on all my marketing, and was ready to launch my Run PT, which is my business, focusing on personal training for runners. Just the first session was due, and then 2 days before lockdown happened. So it was like, oh, wow. Okay, let's maybe park that for now. So everyone was just reeling from the shock of it all. I think my sister, my older sister, did say to me at the time, what about doing like Zoom PT sessions? So, there's really experienced PTs out there, this is their lifeline. So yeah, I'll just do some high intensity interval training in the garden with my son, popped a few videos on my website just talking through different exercises, and that was that. Obviously the competition, Rick had entered me for the competition, obviously AoC Sport decided to adapt it for lockdown and put the very brilliantly, really just putting the emphasis on the virtual PT training. So first stage was the online test and they're doing a promotional video. Obviously that went well, and then it was through to the virtual heat. So trying the Zoom PT session. So I really enjoyed that. I worked with a friend Claire, who was an experienced runner but needed to really work on her glute and hamstring strength, we worked together for several weeks and then did the regional heats, and that was brilliant. We both really enjoyed that. We're really buzzing from that. And then eventually found out I got through to the finals. So that was super exciting. I was starting to do some more PT stuff then, using the experience I'd had with Claire. And obviously the finals, so the list of tasks came through, and it's like, wow, that's quite daunting. So obviously we had to do the promo video, the 12-week training plan. Also we do the 10-minute workout video, and the live finals, for which I needed to do a class. So then it was just getting going with all of those. So it was just brilliant to be able to keep focusing on my PT work, training with a new client, but just really starting from scratch. So I found Linda, who had all these goals. She had been a runner, not more of a recreational runner, but lockdown had really affected her fitness and her motivation, her diet. So it was great to be able to work with her on all those goals, weight loss and strength, and then getting her back up there with her running. And she's doing brilliantly. That was another nice surprise on Saturday. She'd done all her 8-week strength sort of fitness tests, and then just smashed them all. I think when we first started, she managed 17 sit-ups in a minute, and this week she managed 57. So and she ran her fastest 5K ever. She knocked 2 minutes off where she was at the start of the training, and she actually managed to hit her 12-week goal as well, not just her 8-week goal. So that was brilliant. So yeah. Those are quite a long answer. Sorry, Kerry.
Yeah, no. So basically, a double whammy win for the week.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's the icing on the cake, really. Knowing that what I'm doing, the training plans are really working. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's just a lovely feeling to know that you're making a difference to people, and that I can really help them, which is why I set out to do this in the first place. Yeah.
Fantastic. So was there a favourite bit of the competition? I mean, did you have a favourite task for the finals? I know you enjoyed it all, but was there a particular favourite bit you had?
I think I enjoyed the video editing. That was fun, and that was something different. But I guess I'd have to say the Zoom class, working with the 3 girls I chose to do stability balls and kettlebells. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different. In the regionals, I'd worked on the TRX suspension trainer and done other bodyweight exercises and a broomstick exercise with my client. So I thought, well, let's just use some other sort of equipment. I made sure all 3 of them, had what they needed: the kettlebells, some dumbbells, and a stability ball. And initially when we started working together, it was everyone was like rolling around and getting their balance, but as the weeks progressed and we tried different exercises, it really came together. And even though people didn't know each other, we had a little WhatsApp group, and They all got to exchange banter, and it was great. It was just lovely working with them, and it was so nice going into the finals. So I had my the girls with me, for that company and that support, and obviously that lifted me up. And while I was really nervous before it started, as soon as we were on, I kind of was in the zone, and it did go really well. I think, until the last minute, and it was a bit of a rush to do the last 2 stretches, but yeah, it was great. Yeah.
I think it's fair to say it did go really well. Because
yeah.
I think it's fair to say you did it all right.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lovely feedback session from the judges after the results were announced, and they were so lovely, both of them, Karen and Claire, about how that had gone and how they felt that my sort of style of teaching worked. So that was really lovely to hear. So that's great, and that's something obviously I take with me and continue to do with renewed confidence. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you also mentioned in your blog about your confidence as well, that you really think that since you started the competition to obviously winning, your confidence has skyrocketed. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely, because especially with being a sort of website developer, I'm sat at home normally, just doing work, and I rarely even speak to clients on the phone normally. It's all sort of email exchange. So I used to say I had phone phobia, and I've had to speak to someone on the phone. It's like, oh, not sure about that. So doing the PT work, I've had to really, really put myself out there. Even just sort of with social media, like getting out there and telling people what I'm doing. And sort of generating awareness or trying to attract business. So that's been amazing. And there's something about like when you are sort of doing a class or PT, you are sort of on, you're always like performing. So that's really nice. Yeah. And I think as we were saying before, I had a few doubts after my the live session, and a friend said to me, try and focus on what went right, not what went wrong. So yeah, that's something I've got to really learn to do. So it's brilliant advice. Yeah.
We all need to do that. So it's very good advice. Very good advice.
Yeah.
So talk about your favourite bit of the competition. Was there a particular bit that you weren't too happy with or found more challenging in the competition?
Yeah, I think it was one I was quite excited about doing, was the 10-minute home equipment workout video. I was really excited about that. But wow, that's fun. And I did loads of research online, and I got really taken with these paper plate sliders. So you could just do so many exercises, and I was doing all these workouts myself thinking, wow, that's really good. But actually putting together a 10-minute video, and you've got to tick all these boxes, like talk about, do the sort of verbal health and safety stuff, get all that covered off, remind people to warm up. And then do a sort of 10-minute workout that I thought would be effective, but also it had to be accessible to beginners. So and my attitude is usually try and fit in as much as possible, use upper body, lower body, core, everything all at once. So it was actually quite challenging structuring it and showing progressions and regressions. So that was quite tough. And I really want to go back and redo it now and just make it, I am a perfectionist, just make it exactly how I'd like it to be, with a bit more time, and maybe not being so constrained by it has to be exactly 10 minutes long. So I'd like to do a few more of those, because I love watching the YouTube exercise videos. I think there's loads of brilliant ones online, and 10 minutes, you can have a really, really effective workout, and you don't need expensive equipment. I was using my wine bottles as dumbbells too, so that was great. Paper plates and wine bottles.
I hope you mean lifting the man and not sort of drinking at the same time.
I was sorely tempted to demonstrate a single leg deadlift, pouring the wine into a glass. I didn't know if that was sending quite the right message across.
Yeah, so we're now lifting 10 kilograms, and now we've got down to 5.
Yeah. That's the regression. Drink some.
That's it. Yeah. You might be feeling a little bit tipsy at this moment in time.
So it's a test for your balance.
No, I'm not encouraging bad behaviour. That's really bad.
Yeah, no.
So I guess the big thing for you then is, obviously, I'm sure there'll be lots of people now looking for the 2021 competition.
Yeah.
And obviously this year's champ, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to repeatedly say that to you till it's this year's champ. What sort of advice would you give to someone maybe still at college, looking to, progress their PT career? Would you encourage them to go into the competition? And what advice would you give?
Oh yeah, of course. It's just so fantastic, because it's going to push you, and you're probably going to accelerate your or you're experiencing your business so much faster, because it's intense, but it really gets you to develop things, and you work on your business plan, and rather than just sort of slowly making little steps, it's going to make you think outside the box, push yourself outside of the comfort zone and try new things. So I would massively recommend it to anyone. It's just an incredible experience. I mean, who knows what format 2021 will take. It might be a bit of both, I guess. Hopefully things will ease towards the end of, or this time next year. But yeah, hugely. And to be honest, whatever happens with the virtual training, I think there's always going to be a place for it now. And as I've said before, my clients, a lot of them aren't local. So, and some of them feel more comfortable exercising behind a screen. It suits them, or it's just a convenience factor of being able to do it from home. So that's, I think it's extremely a worthwhile tool, and I'd recommend working with that. And things like the online apps, where you can set your clients' training plans, you can tell them what to be doing, the videos that they can do. I think that's all here to stay. Obviously, that's been here for a while anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't have explored those routes without the competition. It would probably just be, just outdoor sessions, I guess, I'd be restricted to at the moment. So it's amazing, and I'd hugely recommend it, obviously. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I'm sure you recommend getting the gold as well. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, yeah, totally.
Aim for the gold.
Yeah, you too can plaster it all over your website, social media, and everything else. Yeah.
I'm delighted to hear about the marketing angles.
yeah, totally.
So, and of course, what's next for the Champ then? Because of course, I know you've got a successful business anyway with Run PT, but so what's next for you and your business? What have you got planned?
So I'm starting work with 3 new clients this week, which is very exciting, and they've all got like marathon goals. So that's going to be really good. So obviously not just working on the building up their running, but also building up their strength, so they can keep going stronger, faster, hopefully not get any injuries, work out those muscle imbalances. So hopefully I'll keep going with sort of bringing more new clients on board. I've had quite a few inquiries about sort of online training plans for people. So, maybe it's just about getting that running fitness back up. So hopefully doing those. And I'd like to develop a few sort of packages of online training plans. So as a runner, when I'm injured, usually I'll train a lot, and I get really worried about what's going to happen with my cardiovascular fitness. So I'd like a sort of package that tells people, how they can keep up that cardio fitness, maybe using the rower. So we had that brilliant British rowing masterclass during the competition. So it was quite interesting to hear them say, when I asked, you could almost translate what you would do in a sort of interval session with your running club or running coach. You could translate that onto the rower and do that indoors instead. So I'd quite like to develop an online package along those lines, and maybe a few sort of marathon training packages as well. Zoom classes, I'm starting 2 of those next week, so that's a good one too. I obviously need to do more marketing. I'd like to get a few flyers out there and just really keep promoting myself and developing things. Yeah. So more YouTube videos. I like to have a go at doing some of the YouTube videos. I was thinking about doing a sort of runner's warm up, because to me that's so key, that dynamic warm up, and then the stretching afterwards, sort of the mobility stretching. And at my outdoor sessions, I try and really, when we do the track sessions, really instill that in everyone to get them used to doing that, not just kind of going straight out the door, running, coming straight home, maybe a really fast pace, and then just going in, hitting the kitchen and getting something to eat, just coming in, stretching, doing a bit of foam rolling, whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, because it's fair to say that we've all got bad habits of, okay, I'm just going to go out the door, do it quickly, come back, and that's massive, serious injury, can't it?
Yeah.
So it's not a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with me being an older runner, and I didn't start till I was 40, it's something I've had to really focus on for myself, to sort of stay injury free and be able to train as hard as I want to. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And of course, the most important thing now is, of course, lots of people out there will be wondering, how do I get in contact with this year's how can I get involved with Run PT? How can I get involved with Zoom classes? So here's your marketing bit, Anne. So tell everybody how they can you, how they can find you, and how they can get involved.
Fantastic. So everyone, please visit my website. It's www.run-pt.co.uk, or you can just type in runpt.co.uk, and you'll see on there my Zoom classes, my PT sessions, my online training plans, and you'll be able to book on from there. So I'd love to have you on board. Please give me a shout.
Oh, amazing, amazing. I'm sure you'll be inundated with people.
I hope so.
Of course, it's fair to say, a big thank you to the AoC team. They've been incredible, and all of the judges have been amazing to put on this virtual competition in such an amazing way. We're all forever grateful. Of course, a big shout out to, of course, all the tutors as well for all the colleges that have taken part with all the finalists. And I've got big shout out to Trafford, getting gold and silver. Amazing. I know that in the rest of the tutoring group, I'm really proud of you, Anne. So
yeah, that's brilliant.
Bless you. So, and Anne, of course, massive thanks to you for being such an amazing finalist, and of course our new champ. So it's we're not going to leave it there. Of course, I'm sure we'll be in contact with you next year. We'd love to get your feedback and views on next year's competition. So are you up for that?
Absolutely, I can't wait. Yeah, that sounds brilliant. I'd love that.
So don't disappear on us.
No, I certainly won't. I'm not going anywhere.
Fantastic. And you're an amazing champ. Well done. So happy for you. Amazing. Enjoy the celebrations. I hope you continue to celebrate.
Brilliant. I certainly will do. Thank you, Kerry. Yes.
Brilliant. It's been great to get to know you, Anne, and of course we'll keep in touch for next year.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kerry.
Thanks for joining us. Well done, champs.
Bye.
Brilliant. Thanks, Anne. Bye, everyone.